Radio Live with the latest from News Hub. Aroha Hathaway.
Kia ora, good evening. It's 9 o'clock. In breaking news, Brussels Airport has been evacuated following reports of 2 explosions tonight.
To breaking news now, and 2 huge explosions have rocked Brussels Airport. These are the first pictures of the blasts. All flights in and out of the Belgian capital have now been cancelled, and we'll have more on that story when we get it.
Great conversations start here.
This is News Talk ZB News.
It's 9 o'clock. I'm Kay Gregory. There are reports of 2 massive explosions inside a departure hall at Zaventem Airport in Brussels. Authorities haven't confirmed whether it's a terror attack.
Looks very industrial, but then there's this beautiful washing in front. Thanks so much for that, Lawrence.
RNZ News at 9. Good evening, I'm Shelley Venning. Belgian media are reporting dead and wounded people after 2 explosions at a departure hall at an international airport in Brussels. Zaventem Airport is being evacuated and has been closed to flights. Rail services to the airport have also been stopped. The blasts come 4 days after the capture in Brussels of Salah Abdeslam.
As we come back to you, we have more information for you on our breaking news from Brussels, where there have been 2 large explosions in the city's airport. We have the first pictures of casualties from the airport.
There have been reports of 2 explosions there. We're now learning that one of those at least was the result of a suicide attack.
Next on 3, News Hub Late with Samantha Hayes.
Kia ora, good evening. In tonight's developing story, a series of terror attacks strike the capital of the European Union. 2 explosions have ripped through the airport in the Belgian capital, Brussels, and another in the metro train station. At least 13 people have been killed and another 35 injured.
Jan Jan Bon, Belgium's interior minister, has announced that the threat level is now at its highest. That is level 4. This is only the second time since the Second World War that this has happened.
Hello, everybody. This is Early Today. I'm Betty Nguyen. We do want to begin with breaking news at this hour. Several people are dead and more wounded following an explosion at Brussels Airport in Belgium.
Good evening. We're going straight to breaking news. Explosions at Brussels Airport and subway stations have forced the city into lockdown. The metro and airport are closed after a series of attacks striking at the heart of the city. As we go to air tonight, Belgian media are reporting at least 23 people dead, more than 35 wounded, some...
From what I'm seeing on various social media pictures, like very strong explosions. What is concerning a little bit for Americans, it happened reportedly, at least one of the explosions, at the American Airlines ticket desk. If that proves...
People run in fear and panic from the departure lounges at Brussels Airport.
We can speak to Alex Rossi, who's caught up in what you see there on the tarmac at Brussels Airport, passengers being evacuated. Alex, just give us a summary of what's happened so far this morning.
Well, I was just speaking to an American couple. They progressed through check-in pretty much as we had done this morning. We were in duty-free, they were in the Sunglass.
Let's go to Amelia Ballinger. As Ben said, the Eurostar has been suspended. She is at the Eurostar terminal in London. Amelia, you're obviously trying to get to Brussels for us. What's happening there as we cross to you?
Well, Pete, with the cancellation of all of those services to Brussels, you can imagine very, very chaotic scenes.
Good evening. We'll take you straight to live pictures from Brussels. The Belgian capital is in lockdown with unconfirmed reports of 23 dead following a number of terror attacks across the city. Multiple explosions rocked the CBD around 8 a.m. local time. The blast tore through various points of the metro train station, with at least
London, Paris and other European cities are on high alert tonight after 2 deadly terror attacks in Belgium. At least 28 people have been killed. The latest 7 News will go live to Brussels in a special extended edition of Sunrise tomorrow morning from the earlier time of 5 o'clock. And you can stay up to date on the 7 News website.
There are now reports of a second separate explosion site, this time in downtown Brussels at a metro station where there are reports of some casualties.
Meantime, ABC's consultant and John Cullen, who's our terrorism consultant. John, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
John, this would appear to be a worst nightmare playing out right now in Belgium.
Yes, it appears things are not going in the right direction.
Quick recap of the new information there. According to the authorities in Belgium, they are handling this as a terror situation. They are handling this as a coordinated suicide attack.
Good morning. Breaking news. Terror in Brussels. Powerful explosions rocking the airport and the city's subway system overnight. Reports of at least 15 people killed, dozens more injured. This morning, the chilling images from inside the airport and underground as passengers are evacuated from train cars through darkened and smoky tunnels. A senior counterterror official this morning telling NBC News ISIS, the terror group, is likely behind these attacks. The hunt for suspects is underway today, Tuesday, March 22nd, 2016. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Today on Tuesday morning. I'm Savannah Guthrie alongside Matt Lauer, and we're covering this breaking news out of Belgium. The Prime Minister there has spoken. He has said it is a terror attack. He says this is a dark moment for his country, saying what we feared has in fact happened.
And what we know is this.
For example, if you look at some of the legal restraints that the Belgian authorities were under, like no nighttime raids.
This morning, 2 explosions rocked the airport in Brussels, Belgium, at the height of the morning rush for them, and just a while later, an explosion went off in a subway station there.
Good evening. We are live with the latest news out of Belgium tonight. There are reports of multiple blasts at metro stations across Brussels shortly after 2 explosions at the airport. At least 13 have been killed and 35 injured after the blast tore through the departure hall at the American Airlines counter just after 8 a.m. local time. Reports say shots were fired and words in Arabic shouted before the explosions. The Interior Ministry said it was raising Belgium's security alert to the maximum level 4 right across the country. The Belgian government is expected to hold a media conference shortly on the explosions. Now to the weather. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 31 degrees. More news in an hour.
To give you a few more details here in terms of confirmation as we're getting it in. A Belgian broadcaster, VRT, is saying that 13 are dead, 35 severely injured. Now, we're not sure in terms of the location, but I'm going to presume that that's at the airport. The Belgian Crisis Center has confirmed that there were 2 explosions at the Brussels airport with several victims, and also that the explosion happened at the departure hall.
Now, a massive hunt is underway for, wait for the picture and we'll show you here, this is a very crucial image. The man in a lighter color jacket, in the khaki jacket there, in the white, the glasses, the hat. This is airport surveillance footage, and it shows obviously all 3 of them pushing these different baggage carts through this departure area of the airport.
At least 30 people are dead after 2 explosions ripped through the city's airport. 1 hour later, across town, in the middle of the morning rush, another blast. That hit the metro train station. We have a team of reporters bringing you this special coverage this morning. Hugh Whitfield is at Brussels Airport. 7 News political reporter Amelia Brace is in Canberra this morning, and Emma Dallymore is in our US bureau. We'll check back with them soon.
Right now, time for the latest news. Here's Hillary.
Good morning. At least 34 people are dead and 200 injured after terrorist attacks in Brussels. Islamic State has claimed responsibility. Aziz Al-Safin has the latest.
Shock and fear spread in the Belgian capital following twin blasts at Brussels International Airport and another at a city metro station.
Federal police here just released a photograph from an airport security camera that showed 3 men with luggage carts.
The exclusion zone here is around a kilometre from the terminal where the explosion happened this morning.
Targeting a much different world, but lit with the colors of today. You saw the Brandenburg Gate there in Berlin, and of course the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
You know, it kind of makes you remember right after the Paris attacks. We're so used, if you've ever been to that Eiffel Tower, you know they illuminate it every night. It sparkles for about 5 minutes on the hour, and after the Paris attacks, Of course, they didn't light it up at all. It took a couple of days. It went to red, white, and blue. And now again, they're doing something in honor. It's sad to see that we have yet another event where we have to light up these monuments.